I keep seeing girls who are like on the edge about hiring that Etsy witch to cast a spell on their ex or whatever. Let me tell you something. I did that shit 2 summers ago. Me and my ex have now been together for 2 years, going on 3. We live in a house together. We have 2 dogs and a cat. So do with that information as you will.
Guys, the Etsy witch told on me. Like, I bought a love spell, and I literally, like I said, the guy's name, like his birthday and stuff, and she literally DM'd him on Instagram and exposed me. She sent him screenshots of everything I sent.
First question, has anyone hired an Etsy witch before? Like, should I hire one to cast a spell that my sister's gonna have good weather at her wedding this weekend? There's like 50% chance of rain. Is it worth the $10? Is it not? Let me know.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be talking about Etsy spells. Shopping for a little magic. Etsy sellers offer spells that promise everything from love to good fortune. For some, it's a playful way to connect with spiritual practices. Others remain skeptical, questioning if online magic can really work. Still, the popularity of these listings shows how people seek hope in creative ways. So without further ado, guys, let's dive into the videos and watch.
If you go on my page, there's a video with the exact Etsy witch and spell that I purchased. However, I looked at her Etsy shop and she's not offering the spell that I bought anymore. I messaged her and asked her, and she said she's no longer offering it. I don't know why. I didn't ask any other questions. I was never getting paid to promote her, so I don't want to keep promoting that specific spell because she's not offering it anymore, and I don't know what other spells she offers. So please buy your spells at your own risk because, girl, she's not offering the one that I got. So if you know of any other Etsy witches that offer permanent money spells or any other ones, I'm willing to try because I have seen success, which is crazy because I have one more thing that just happened. So for a hot minute, I stopped seeing results and I was like, maybe it was all just coincidence until I got this letter in the mail. And honestly, I almost threw it away because I thought it was like one of those like junk mail things. But it says, our records indicate you have an outstanding check from a job that I worked at 5 years ago when I lived in Tennessee. And they've been trying to send it to me, but my address is incorrect on their file. So I have to call them and update my address and get my outstanding check from 5 years ago. So once again, thank you to my Etsy witch. If you know of any other Etsy witches, please let me know. I don't want to keep promoting her, especially if she's not offering it anymore. It's kind of pointless.
Yeah, very interesting, you know. So actually, you see, because of the Etsy spell, this lady got the check from work where she worked like 5 years ago. It's magic, guys. What do you think about that? You know, let me know in the comments below. It's pretty interesting, really, you know. And please like, share, subscribe. It's really important for me. I try to grow the channel, so I do appreciate this, guys, you know. And you know, if you want to support the channel, I also got a referral links down below in the description here, so I will be very happy if you're gonna use them. It's up to you guys, but in any case, thanks in advance. And let's dive in the next video and watch.
My best friend's getting married this weekend, and I want her to have the best weekend ever, but the weather's looking a little spotty. I saw this trend on TikTok where you go to Etsy and find a little witch. So I totally believe in some of that magic. So let's see if this works. Let me give you a recap. Today is Wednesday, September 3rd. This is the weather. Sunny, Saturday, thunderstorms. It's not looking crazy, but like not great. So I saw that this is a thing and I purchased it. Good weather blessing spell. 2 p.m. and so far so good. The sun's in the sky. Etsy witch is paying off, but we have 4 more hours, so let's see.
We love you, Etsy witch.
We love you, Etsy witch. 4 p.m. update. It's not looking good. It's not looking well. Not what we paid for.
Yeah, you see, sometimes Etsy spells doesn't work. It also happens, guys, you know. So it's what it is, you know. Let me know in the comments below what actually you had, what kind of experience you had with Etsy spells, you know. It will be very interesting for me to read all these comments, you know. I try to read all the comments right now, so I will be very happy to know your experience. It's gonna be pretty awesome and funny to read them. Okay guys, let's dive next video and watch.
You know how I know my Etsy witch is legit?
It's the same one that Jazz used for her wedding or her honeymoon. And, she didn't gatekeep, she posted about it. And now my Etsy witch is so successful that she had to close up her shop for a little bit. And I feel like that level of success could only be the result of the work of a witch. Like, if she's doing things to help me be successful in my career, why shouldn't she do it for herself? But anyway, shout out Emily from Naturalistic Blessings. You're the homie.
Yeah, interested though from this lady, guys. So I hope everything gonna be alright with her. And see, here everything is fine. So sometimes we have bad Etsy spells, sometimes we have a good one. Okay, guys, like always, share your thoughts and your experience in the comments below, and let's dive to the next video and watch.
If one were to procure an Etsy witch, where would one look? Like what would be some qualifying factors to kind of be on the eye for? Because there's some people out there who might be interested in said witchcraft and wizardry, and it's their first time. It's their first time. They don't really know what they're looking for, but they might want to spruce up their life just a little bit. Remove some blockages, attract like a mate or something. Like little things like that. Anybody any tips? Any leads? They're willing to share with the class.
Yeah, interesting stuff from this lady. Okay, what do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comments below. And let's dive to the next video and watch.
I've been seeing so many videos where people order an Etsy witch spell and it works. I just saw one where the girl did it for like a job at Quinn, and she just got a job at Quinn. Have you seen that? I gotta get on this. But then you know what happens is I'm like, you know what? I'm a witch, basically. Why don't I just learn how to do that spell for myself? But is it more powerful if someone else does it? Have you done a Etsy witch spell? Can you tell me in the comments? Like, I need to know if you've done it. What was your experience? Did it work? Also, was there any like kickback? I always felt like spells, unless done with the most purest intention, would always have some kind of karma attached to them. But maybe it's because I'm a life path 8. So if you're into numerology, you probably have the same reaction.
Yeah, interesting stuff from this lady. If she's a witch, can she do a spell for herself, or it's better to use another person to do a spell for her? It's a really interesting question, guys. Okay, let's dive next video and watch.
Oh, I paid an Etsy witch $3 to tell me my fortune. Honestly, I think it was $3 well spent. I asked 3 questions. The first one was what is the most important thing for me to focus on in the next year to live the life that I want to live? And the next 2 were just what does my romantic life look like in the next year? And what does my career look like in the next year? She gave me specific months and stuff for the romantic and the career, but I'm going to keep that to myself and then check in with you guys if it is true. But the first one was actually quite interesting and very spot on. She said that I self-sabotage, which, true, it's true. But she said that the big thing to work on is my mental health, and honestly, I think she hit the nail on the freaking head. It's well documented on here, but I went through a breakup in April, and I think it changed a lot. Also, sorry if the wind is aggressive. One, it was incredibly deeply sad, and I had a lot of feelings for that person. But also, I think because of how badly it ended, and how much it changed the way I viewed him in a way that I haven't felt in other breakups. It made me question my judgment. Do you know what I mean? And my intuition, I guess. So not only was I screw him, I was kind of screw me a bit. How did I allow that to come into my life? And I think since April, well, no, I think about 2 months ago I started feeling normal. I think for a while I acted like I was normal, and I did not feel normal. I think now, the smoke is cleared. I feel ready to go. I feel ready to just, take on life anew. So yeah, I agree with my Etsy witch queen. Like, I think the thing that I need to focus on is really working on my mental health and getting it back in a really good place that it was pre-relationship. Like, I don't think I'm great now. I think I'm not drowning anymore. Do you know what I mean? And I think I'd like to get back to great. Like, I don't just want to be okay. I want to feel great. I know happiness like ebbs and flows, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to work on that. So thanks, Queen.
Yeah, interesting thoughts from this lady. I hope everything's gonna be alright with her, and her dates, romantic dates, and other stuff will be matched with the Etsy spell, and she gonna be okay. And everything's gonna be alright with her. Okay, let me know in the comments below what do you think about that, and let's dive next video and watch.
Just putting the feelers out for a reliable Etsy witch. If you've got one that you trust, can you let me know, and can you give me proof of like why you trust them? Or if there's anything I should look out for, like red flags in Etsy witches, let me know.
Yeah, I can see a lot of people using this Etsy spell. So what is the red flags here? If someone used it, I personally did not use it yet, but if someone used it, let me know in the comments below how you actually choose that. So it's how it actually work. What is the red flags? And maybe you have a good advices, for our community. Let me know, guys, in the comments below. It's gonna be very interesting to read. I try to read all the comments right now. Okay, let's dive to the next video and watch.
Okay, I didn't want to tell you guys about this until I thought it actually worked. But bitch, it worked. Yesterday morning at 8 a.m., I paid an Etsy witch. She casted 4 spells for me. One was like a soulmate attraction. One was like an obsession. One was like a glamour spell, like making me glamorous. And the other one was obviously like wealth. An hour after she casted the spell, I got a phone call that was quite literally the best opportunity of my entire life. Now, some people would call that a coincidence. I call it magic. Obviously, I'll keep you guys posted. Like, I really need her to work on the love thing. But for now, I'm like seriously the biggest opportunity of my life. 1 hour after casting her spell on me. I'm a believer. I'm a huge believer in the Etsy witch community.
Yeah, I hope everything's gonna be alright with this lady. And you need to be a believer. You need to be a believer, and everything's gonna be okay. I hope everything's gonna be alright with her. As you see, she just found like a really good Etsy witch, and then her life just changed. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below, and let's dive next video and watch.
I may or may not ruffle some feathers with this one, but I think there's something very wrong with you if you buy Etsy spells, specifically talking about those that are love related, usually to bring someone back, to get your crush to like you back, to bring some ex back in your life. I think there's something wrong with you if you actually do that. Okay, something wrong might be a little bit too much, but I think we're losing the plot a little bit. Now, if you want to go ahead and manifest, sure. If you want to go ahead and write in your notebook and write, he will come back to me 64 million times in your notebook, sure, go ahead and do that. But just the concept of like spending money to get someone to like me back is just so diabolical to me. I am so sorry. It's kind of insane to me. Because, like, let's just say it works or it comes back, whatever the fuck happens. Just the idea in my head that I spent money for him or her, whoever, for that person to come back into my life, it's just like maybe my ego's too big. Maybe I'm too prideful. Maybe I haven't been down bad enough. But the concept of going into my pockets and paying Etsy, which is fucking 10, 20, 15, however fucking much it is, to get some fucking dude to like me back, to get some dude to come back in my life, insane. And don't get me wrong, like, I've been down bad. I wanted to manifest dudes back in my life, yes, but I did the free shit. I went ahead and wrote in that notebook. I went ahead and listened to fucking subliminals on youtube.com. You do that shit before you fucking go in your pockets. Like, the concept of spending money to get someone to like you back is insane to me. Like, you're spending money to get some guy that doesn't like you to come back into your life. Like, do you not see how fucking like insane that is? Like you're spending money to get someone who doesn't like you to like you. That is like literally the craziest shit of my life. And you know, you can do whatever you want to do. Like, do it if it makes you feel better. Do it if you're that down bad. But I genuinely think, like, let's just say it works and you get that guy back, you're going to be so, like, disappointed in yourself. Like, I paid for this man to like me. I paid for him to like me back. Like, that's essentially what you're doing. Paying so someone can like you back. I think we're better than that. You know, like, I get it. Sometimes you just really want somebody to come back in your life and it sucks to let them go and you want to resort to anything, but fucking resort to fucking writing your notebook and listening to subliminals or even listening to the fucking terrible people on fucking TikTok before you go on Etsy.com and spend $20, 20 of your hard-earned cash to get some bitch on Etsy. They're not bitches, but to get some bitch on Etsy to fucking do poor, like, come on, just do your own spell at that point. Do your own spell at that work before you, like, we gotta do better. Like, just the concept, like, I think, and this is not a debate to be like if they work. I'm sure they do. I believe in the power of manifestation. I believe in some sort of, I'm not saying that they don't work, because I don't doubt that they do. I'm sure they were. I'm sure they do. But the concept of paying to get someone who doesn't like you or has made it abundantly clear that they don't like you, and the fact that instead of just accepting that and taking your L and feeling the emotions of the ocean and just feeling your feelings, instead of feeling your feelings, you fucking go on Etsy.com and spend your money to get some dude that doesn't give a fuck about you to get you to like you. And,
Yeah, it was thought from this lady, what do you think about that, guys? A little bit of story time here. Okie dokie, guys, let me know in the comments below what do you think about that, and let's dive to the next video and watch.
For my practicing witches out there who have done client work, have you ever done client working that went so terribly wrong that you just had to take like a time out from doing spell work? And yeah, because I'm free to talk about this now, but this happened over a year ago, and my client is in a better place. Wait, that sounded wrong. My client is doing better now. So she came to me for a love working, and I told her time and time again, I'm like, this is a waste of time. You're better off just by yourself. Like, just walk away. But she was convinced that this was her one and only. So I relented, which is a mistake, I know now. So the key to spell work is not even the spell itself or the materials that you use. It's really more about the intention. So the stronger that someone is able to visualize what they want happening, the stronger their desire for it, the more likely there is to be enough energy, like enough oomph to make it happen. So this girl, she had a lot of oomph. She's a very strong, like, visualizer. And we did the working. Long story short, she got pregnant. It did not end, like, the way that any of us expected or that she wanted. So yeah, let this be a warning to, like, stay away from trying to control other people.
Yeah, interesting thoughts, from this lady. I decided to add her, and now sure her thoughts is very interesting. What do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comments below. And I've done for today. Hope you enjoyed this episode. See you in the next episode. And guys, like always, be safe and bye for now.